What's up, Google Plus? This is Terminator Juice. I'm just going to do this real quick video concerning Mario Kart 8 graphics, specifically the Gamestop demos that people played this weekend. And yeah, I'm doing this live because I'm not going to have time to edit and upload. So if I say something that doesn't make sense or lose track of my my thought process or something, just remember it's live and just kind of winging it here. But the reason for this video, and I'm gonna try to get the question and answer app going here. Give me a second. I guess it's been disabled, so I won't be able to do that. Anyway, before I get into the video or the discussion, you might have noticed my background's a little bit blank right now. I got something new coming tomorrow, some posters that I'm pretty excited to put up. It's gonna be a little more related to my video game channel, so anyone that's a subscriber of mine on YouTube and stuff, I look forward to that. I'll probably do a video tomorrow showing that off. So yeah, just talking about visuals and the demo kiosks at GameStop. I've been reading a lot of forums, people saying that the visuals are underwhelming. They weren't impressed when they went to GameStop and played Mario Kart 8 this weekend. And before I go over why I think people need to just not worry about that, I'm gonna give you guys a quick history of my knowledge of video and my background, so you can understand that I'm not an expert by any means, but I do have quite a bit of knowledge when it comes to audio and video. So 20 years ago or so, when I was 15, I just got big into anything to do with home theaters and stuff. So from that age on, as soon as I got a job and started supporting myself, I started building up home theater pieces here and there, speakers, receivers, and TVs. So I learned as I went, but I was the first person out of my whole family and friends, all the people I worked with, to ever get an HD TV back in 2000. And it was like a 47-inch Panasonic rear projection. It was like 300 pounds, and looking back now, the thing has terrible picture quality. But I've been doing this a long time, so I know. And then eventually, I got the first 1080p TV out of anybody I knew, and now I have a new Sony LED TV. And one thing you need to know about picture quality, about TVs, is they never and they will never look good in a store, because what do you need to do when you walk into a store? You need to be able to see. And this is the number one thing that people don't realize is fluorescent lights. And you walk into GameStop, you walk into Best Buy, those stores are lit up brighter than you'd ever have your house. Even people that like a lot of light, you'll never have it that bright. So that's the number one negative effect on picture quality. Like if you're going shopping for a TV, you always want to consider that you're not going to be watching it in that bright of a setting. Most people watch TV at night and stuff, and when they play video games, if they're in their room, you're not playing it in the middle of the day with the shades open and all the sunlight coming in. So that's number one. Number two is, think of Nintendo has to put all these kiosks all over the world in Best Buys, GameStops, and all that. Nintendo has to pay for this. Are they using top-of-the-line Sony and Samsung TVs? No, they're not. They're probably using the cheapest TVs they could find. I mean, technically they're 1080p, but Nintendo partnered up with some probably Chinese company and got this huge bulk shipment of TVs. So yeah, they got a discount based on the bulk of it, but they're not top of the line. They're not going to be, what the average person has. If you got, like, let's say a 40-inch plasma or something, it's going to blow those demo kiosk TVs just right out of the water. I mean, it's not even a comparison. So that's number 2. And number 3, and which if you watch me on Player Essence or PE Nintendo, Francis, we did a live stream last Saturday talking about Mario Kart 8. We did pretty much an hour and 40 minutes of Mario Kart 8 talk, and I even said that I wasn't that impressed with the demo visuals. I know the game looks better, and the biggest thing for me was at the GameStop where I'm at, they have a that coil wired to the gamepad, and even pulling as far away as I could get, I think at the most right now from my computer screen I'm just over arm's length away, and that's about what I was at GameStop, and my monitor is 20 inches. The one at GameStop's, I would say, at least 36, somewhere around there, 34, 36, and that's way too close for that size TV. Your minimum optimal distance from any TV is usually double the vertical in inches. So if you have a 40-inch TV, the closest you'll want to sit is 80 inches. That's just a rule of thumb. And yeah, so if you have a 50-inch TV, 100 inches away, that's roughly 9 feet. So 40, let's say a 36-inch TV, you're talking about you want to be about 6 feet away is the closest you really want to be with, to get the best picture you could possibly get. So here I am at 3.5 feet away from the screen. You see all the jaggies, you see all the pixels, you see the screen door effect, which is something a coined term, which basically if you get too close you can see the little gaps between the pixels. It looks like a grid, and they call that the screen door effect because it's like looking through a screen door or a screen window. So you get the same effect. So that's the third and pretty much the last factor there. Another thing you could mention is I was talking to the clerk at GameStop, and he even said that they have absolutely zero control over the picture settings, and he saw the Nintendo rep go through it once and said the sharpness was at 100, which in my 20 years experience I've never put the sharpness past like 60% or however the TV reads. Usually it's just 0 to 100. So yeah, those things are really working against the game. And I forgot to mention, like, the final reason I decided to make this video was one of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to, Eric Hoots for the win. She just put out her Mario Kart 8 impressions video, and she had her article on She Attack. I'll link her video in the description of this video once it uploads to YouTube, so you can go check that out. She loved the gameplay and had a good time, but she was a little doubting of the graphics, wasn't sure if it was just that TV. And if you're watching this, Erica, it definitely was the TV, and like I said, the other reasons, the brightness, the quality, and how close you are to the monitor. Even if you had like a 4K like best TV you could go out and buy, have a really nice Blu-ray player, put on like the best looking movie, or put on a PS4 and the best game like Infamous or something, if you get 3-4 foot away from that, even like the best TV in the world, it's still going to look grainy. You're still going to see the screen door effect. It's still not going to look as good as if you were at the proper distance. And another mentioning the distance, that reminded me of when I was at GameStop and I was talking to the clerk, let somebody else play, and I got about 8 feet away, and we both were watching the guy play, and we were like, I was like, man, that looks a hell of a lot better from this distance. And he's like, yeah, I thought the same thing. I was watching you play, and I was just thinking how much better it looked when I was playing it myself. When he said he got there in the morning, and when they installed it, he started playing it, and he wasn't impressed. But then he saw me playing. I was the first person in that morning to play it. He's just like he's like, wow, it looks so much better from this distance. So that's, just want to put people's minds to rest or at ease. The game looks great, and if you want to know really what that game looks like, there's a website that has 6 different direct feed uploads from 6 different tracks in 720p, 60 frames per second, and it's like Gamerside, but it's spelled with a Y. I'll link that in the description as well. It's got Bowser's Castle, it's got Sunshine Airport, Mario Stadium or whatever it's called. I mean, you go there, you'll see. And if you have, let's say, if you have a newer phone like a Galaxy S5, the HTC One like I have, or the Droid Max, or one of the new Nokia phones, I would highly recommend you watch it, stream it on your phone, because those are 1080p screens, 5-inch screens, and if you'll really see what that game is capable of. Like if you had an equivalent, like a really nice TV, that's what it's going to look like. So I highly recommend you go to that website and stream those in 720p, 60 frames per second. You also have the option to download them, which I did. Put them on a flash drive, put them on my TV. Looks amazing. That demo at Gamestop just wasn't even close to the visuals on those videos and seeing them on my TV. So I have zero doubts about the quality of the graphics. Don't worry about the jaggies or the fact it doesn't use like AA or normal bump mapping or all that bullshit. It's a great looking game, and you'll know that when you get it home and you dim the lights and you just watch it on a proper TV at the right distance. That game's going to look beautiful. And that's just, I kind of wanted to go over that. And this video isn't going to be relevant once the game comes out, but just leading up to the game's release, we got 10 days left. I'm excited. I think a lot of people are excited, and I don't want some forums and one person's opinion of the graphics being underwhelming to like start a fire of negativity about this game for all the haters and stuff. So that's just kind of why I decided to make this video. No offense to Erica or anyone that said the game was underwhelming, but just wanted to give you a little bit of insight from my 20 years of knowledge of my hobby's basically been audio and video, with an emphasis on the video side of it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. If the question and answer app would work, I would definitely do that. I see there's people watching right now, so appreciate that, guys. But I got nothing less to say, so I'm going to end this. And if you're tuning in at the last, right now, just check out the replay on my YouTube channel or here on Google Plus. And like I said earlier, I'll make a video tomorrow once I get my new background set up and stuff. So look forward to that. And with that, we'll see you guys on the next video.